Hi, this is Sam. Bringing you another excerpt from a coaching conversation. These are from real conversations, real clients, and of course the identity are always confidential, but what you're getting is the gem of the information that I think is most valuable for people to hear. So hope you enjoy this one. This conversation takes place with a young woman who is learning how to be a leader. She's cultivating all the things that she is doing in her life, the work she has done with nonprofits, professionally, with her family, growing up, and we are encapsulating it to identify her brand of leadership and for her to be a more effective leader in her life and become a coach possibly. So on a phone call, she was telling me about this upsetting situation, probably not unlike most situations that we are all dealing with, living in her apartment where it was really upsetting, very noisy, and she's feeling like she has to move, and she is very distraught about the situation and what's going on, and she's gonna ask her brother to she can move into his place because she's in between and she's working on developing herself right now, so she's trying to really be resourceful. And she was very despondent about the situation, and I asked her the question. I said, would you be as despondent if you could actually prosper and make lots of money or prosper from this situation at some point in your life, that you could actually see an increase in your income and your happiness as a result of this situation? And I particularly use the word income because that's what she wants to raise. She wants to raise her income level. And she was perplexed by the question, and she had a little trouble answering it. And she said, "Yeah, but how do I do that?" And I said, "Well, let's start with with a definition of prosperity. And in order to move to understand what we're going through and to bring an expanded conversation to anything that's occurring in our life, we have to begin to expand our definitions of what we think we can prosper from and what we think we can't prosper from. So usually we think we can prosper from only things that we go to work, we make a living, or somebody pays us to do, that we can do more of that, and that's how we prosper. It's the amount of money that's given to us. We tend not to think that any circumstance, anything that I'm going through, any situation, I actually can glean the information from it. I can become, well, better versed. I can become more confident. I can have a different perspective and bank the experience to that actually becomes an investment, and it has a payoff at a later date. And I know she's very interested in making more money, so I used money as the way to speak to her because that's what her primal concern is. I said, one day you'll be working with clients, and you'll be going through something similar where you'll be leading people, and if you could begin to appreciate the position you're in and understand all its nuances of it, and look at this situation from a 360 view, from top down, from bottom up, where there is nothing in the situation that I can't glean information, I can't get to know myself better, I can't understand an occurrence that's happening between people, that there's nothing happening in the situation that I'm unable to be aware of, or I don't want to be aware of. And that's when true prosperity happens, is when we choose to be aware of everything going on around us, and we choose to want to get the most information from it to use now and to use in the future. And if it brings more money to us, then wonderful. If it helps you have a better skill set to communicate, to understand when somebody you know is going through it, or you're going through a similar circumstance, or you're leading people and they stop or they have a difficult time because they're bumping up against a circumstance, the prosperity in that moment becomes that you become more valuable. And that's how you create an expanded definition, is you look for the value that you can extrapolate from things that are going on. So I hope this little bit helps. My recommendation always is we can't choose the things that happen to us, but we can choose who we be in it, and we can choose to want to extrapolate all the information and the value that's there for my growth and for me to prosper, that I can become a better coach. I have better skills. I'm able to do more with that information because there's a common human experience, and the closer I stay to the common human experience, the more valuable I am in the work that I do. So here's to the common human experience. Enjoy it. I hope you prosper from it, and thanks so much.